I didn't realise funnel cakes were a real food. I thought they were from Dungeons & Dragons, a made-up food for a role-playing game. Find out how I got this so wrong after this. Grew up on a healthy diet of American TV and films. I was astounded that it was only a couple of years ago that I first heard of funnel cakes. And it was on an episode of Critical Role, which, for those of you who don't know, is a live action filmed version of voiceover actors playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's hugely popular. And in one of those episodes, the team of adventurers were in a fantasy village, and it was a fairground scene. And one of the characters kept joking about finding his way to the funnel cake stall. And all the other characters or actors went along with the gag. They all knew what funnel cakes were, and I didn't. I'd never heard of it. And I thought, okay, this is a Dungeons and Dragons thing, or it's an in-joke amongst the cast. What the hell is a funnel cake? A cake shaped like a funnel? A cake served in a funnel? Surely this was not a real food. This was a Dungeons and Dragons food. It's a fantasy food. Turns out it is a real food. And all Americans will know what it is. We just don't really have them here in the UK. So-called because most people use a funnel to drip the batter into the hot oil to make the cake. So I've eaten things like a funnel cake, but I've never actually had a funnel cake itself, and I've certainly never tried to make one. So let's get in the kitchen. So I made myself a batter with flour, eggs, milk, sugar, and vanilla essence. Mixed it all together to get a nice, loose, sort of pancake batter. Next, I heated a couple of inches of oil in my wok. And then the fun begins! That was a lot of fun making those, you can see, and it was pretty simple as well. I have the finished product here. Well, it's not bad, you know. I think that looks like a lot of the pictures that I've seen. Let's go for it. This looks good. So the flavour is, it's batter in hot oil, right? Which is great. So it tastes of fairgrounds straight away. Donuts, childhood, nostalgia. It's not too sweet. If you remember, there's sugar in the batter, and then we've covered it with icing sugar or confectioner's sugar. It's really tasty. It's crispy. It would go beautifully with a nice cup of coffee. It would be great as a base for a dessert with ice cream and chocolate sauce and goodness knows what else. You can't really go wrong. I mean, it's just simple, isn't it? We have fried donuts here in the UK. If you go to most seaside towns, not like this. We haven't got this kind of wiggly, wormy funnel thing, which is actually really cool because all these little individual strands get crispy. It's not like a donut that hasn't been properly fried where you bite into the middle and you get a load of raw gunky dough in the middle. Doesn't happen with funnel cakes. So that's pretty clever. So yet another win for a classic American staple. So thank you so much for joining me. Please try and cook it. Let me know in the comments how it works for you. If you like the video, click the like button. Also, please think about subscribing so you get pinged whenever I put a new video up. It's been a pleasure to eat this with you. Not a fantasy food, it actually exists. Captain Meck, out.